program. This is City Standard and Michael Adekunle. Thank you so much for joining us this Thursday morning, the night of October 2025. All right, please drop your comments as regards what we'll be discussing this morning. Your opinions are needed. They are very, very vital to us. We need them. We need them. We need them on the platform. And to the respondents at the stand this morning, I say good morning to you. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me this Thursday morning. A great day at the stand. Thank you. How are you doing, sir? I'm fine. Good luck. And you too. Ebele Jonathan. How do you feel with this?
Well, I feel like spicy. I feel that I spicy everything. Just come out and let people feel you. Let people feel you. Come out in a strange way some other time.
All right. It's really Jonathan. You look radiant this morning, gentlemen. Mike.
Thank you, Michael.
I love your outfit.
Thank you so much. Cool as well.
All right, thank you so much.
It's a great day.
A great day, I understand, and it's a great day for us. As Mrs. Tina has shown kindness again to us. Yeah, kindness to us again. It's a constant one. She's been doing it for over how many months now? I would really appreciate her. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mrs. Tina. We really appreciate. We appreciate.
Thank you.
We don't know how to appreciate you.
Yes, so
but we will keep appreciating. We'll keep appreciating. We really appreciating what you do for us on this platform. Thank you so much. About 500,000 sent and to be disbursed this morning, not just this place and to some other places, but congratulations to the people at the stand this morning. You will get in your own share of the money. All right, let us say thank you to Mrs. Tina. All right,
Mrs. Tina, we say may God continue to bless you for all these things you are doing on this platform. It still keep on surprising me how God sent you to this platform, and I pray that God will continue to bless you, will continue to strengthen you. You will never suffer. Thank you very much, ma. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Tina, for this continuous gifts that you have been sending to us from time to time. We so much appreciate it. Personally, I appreciate it. God bless you. And God continue to lift you. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Kule.
Yeah, Madam Tina, thank you for what you have been doing for us, and thank you for the support. And you will never lack. Your generation to come will never lack. We really appreciate you, and we appreciate every step you take. It will always be a successful step for you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, I am Mr. Omoyele Mrs. Tina, may God continuously bless you. The same word I've been using for you is that as you have consistently blessed us, God will consistently release the heavenly treasure blessing upon you in Jesus' name. Everything that has to do with you, God will perfect it in Jesus' name.
All right, thank you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I celebrate Miss Tina this morning, and I want to say a big thank you to her. May God continue to support you and your family. You are blessed.
All right. Once again, we say thank you to you. Your generosity, means so much to us. Thank you for the weekend gift. Thank you so much. All right. To the comment section, I can see the palace there. The palace is in the building. The palace. We are not in the building now. We are on the street. The palace is on the street with us. I will say good morning to you, Palace of the Palace. King Gary, you're welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us at the stand. We also have a Bona Kingsley, of course, all the way from Madrid. He's watching us and he's saying good morning to everybody at the stand. Gladys Oyabo is also here with us this morning. I say thank you for joining us. Not forgetting Queen Esther, who were on phone conversation for over 2 hours yesterday. Queen Esther in Netherlands, thank you so much, and I really appreciate your advice and encouragement. Thank you so much, Queen Esther. All right, let's quickly move down to our papers. This morning, I have the Punch newspaper and the Vanguard newspaper with me. Wow, what are they dishing out this morning? Oh, thank you so much, King Gary. He's thanking Madam Tina, for benevolence. Yeah, thank you, Kingeri. Really appreciate it. And we appreciate you too, Kingeri. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Honestly, that's palace for you. No, he has been blessing us too. Blessing, blessing. So, thank you so much, Palace. We are very, very grateful. All right, please make sure you share this program, like and comment. It's very, very important. We like it. We want to have like 100 likes, 200 likes, 500 likes. It's not too much now, right? It's not too much. If you have 500 likes, you have over 1,000 people watching on daily basis. Sometimes 3,000, 5,000. So it is not difficult for us to get 100 likes. But with your help, I know very well that we can achieve that. That Niger boy is also here this morning. Good morning to you. All right, quickly to the major story on our papers this morning. The major story. The publisher of Sada Reporters, also he's the convener of a revolution now movement. Omoyele Sowore has challenged the likes of Alex Otti of Abia State as governor of Abia State, the former governor of Anambra, Peter Obi, the incumbent governor of Anambra, Soludo, Atiku, and some other Easterners to march with him to Aso Rock in release of Nnamdi Kanu. He has called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. But let's see if these politicians will yield to Showore's call. Yeah, of course, you know how our politicians behave. Is it possible for them to yield to the assignment given to them by Omoyele Sowore? Will Sowore be marching alone to Aso Rock to demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu? Or will he be joined by these politicians? All right, we shall be looking at it this morning. Also, Oji Uzo Kalu has said that Tinubu cannot be defeated. That's what he said. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot be defeated. Whether Atiku, Obi alliance work or not, Tinubu remains the president of Nigeria, and he will be re-elected come 2027. He said this on Channels Television yesterday. All right, to the front page of the Punch newspaper, there is a worrisome report here that we need to look into this morning. Presidency rejects World Bank's poverty report. This is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Nigerians living in poverty rose from 115 million in 2023 to 139 million in 2025. I repeat, Nigerians living in poverty rose from 115 million in 2023. That's when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged as the president of Nigeria. It rose from 115 million to 139 million in 2025. This is year 2025. So it's the poverty rate is on the increase in the country. This is coming from World Bank and not Nigeria. This is coming from World Bank. Presidency disputes data defense reforms. Of course, you should expect it. You should expect this from the presidency. World Bank urges action on inflation, poverty. We'll move down to page 7. What is happening on page 7? Christian killings. Federal government disagrees as Christian Association of Nigeria backs U.S. Senator. All right, opposition slams governors, states IGR soars by 50%. We'll move down to another story here on strike. Federal government ASU in high-stakes talks. Page 5, fraud. Interpol arrests wanted Nigeria in Argentina. Labour Party senators shrink to 4 as Chukwu joins the ruling All Progressives Congress. You can go to page 7 of the Punch to see this story. Let's quickly go down to the Vanguard this morning. Was on the front page of Vanguard. New INEC chairman for Council of States preview today. New INEC chairman for Council of States preview today. On to the next one. The resignation of Uche Nnaji. My resignation, not admission of guilt, says Nnaji. Atiku urges probe of Tinubu cabinet members' academic records. Atiku urges probe of Tinubu cabinet members' academic records. I support 80% of Tinubu's reforms, says Sanusi, but I don't know what the but is all about, but we shall be looking at it this morning. NMA, that's the Nigerian Medical Association, report Charles Nnamdi Kanu's trial. This is on page 11. And I said earlier on that Sowore has called the likes of Atiku, Obi, Otti to march with him to demand the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Court orders arrest of ex-INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu for contempt. And the last story, because we have many stories here, the last stories I'll be reading out. On defection of senators, Akpabio Moro in war of words. This is on page 26 of the Vanguard newspaper. We appreciate all our viewers for joining us this morning. We say thank you for staying glued to your number one newspaper review program, City Start. Thank you for joining me, Gentleman Mike and Femi.
Thank you, Mr. Michael. And I say good morning to our viewers across the globe. We say thank you for always being there for us all the time, financially, spiritually, physically, all the time. We say may God continue to be with you.
All right, this has exposed the level of poverty in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. 115 million Nigerians impoverished when the president got to that seat of power. And as we have it from World Bank report, it is now 139 million. What do you have to say?
Well, we cannot say IMF.
Is World Bank lying?
They are not lying. That is true.
So why is the presidency defending it?
You know, Yoruba we say, when you are ashamed, so you must be doing something. It's either you see somebody that is saying, biting his finger or scratching his head or rubbing his chest or anyhow. But we are the one that know now. We the citizen, we are the one that know how it's affecting us, and it's very, very obvious. Even if you are not student of economy, if you are not an expert, but we know that if there is inflation, of course, what it will resort to is to poverty, because people will not be able to afford something that they are able to afford before. Their basic need. Very, very unfortunate. I stand here. I explain now. It was a bit easier when I just got married. That you can afford chicken, you can turkey sometimes. You can afford it. But as time goes on, immediately Buhari came in. All this thing was seen as a luxury. To the extent that there is at a point to almost become a luxury to some people. And when you are collecting a particular amount, there is no increment in it, then the price of everything you are buying is like times 3. Then the poverty has come in. Everybody know how much they were selling. All this when we are going before. When you see Venza passing, you will think that, oh, this one is 6 million naira. But by this time around now, when you see Venza, it's like you see a jeep of 100 million. All the car that people can afford before. Now, the money that people are using to repair their car now is not enough. I mean, honestly speaking, somebody told us recently how much he want to use to buy Gia, ordinary Gia, and the money he used to buy the car then, like 4 years ago, it's not up to that one. The person say he bought the car at a rate of 300,000. Now he want to repair it 400,000 to buy ordinary Gia. You can see the difference. So it's very, very obvious what the World Bank is saying. It will automatically resort into poverty.
Gentleman, how do you feel about this development? 115 million people in abject poverty, and we have it as we speak, about 139 million Nigerians. Is this development a good one or a bad one?
Of course, it's not a good news. The World Bank has only expressed some of the things we have mentioned on this platform, that it may be totally wrong to say the administration has not done anything. But the truth is also that most of these policies that this administration has engaged in hasn't translated into tangibles for the citizen, I mean, on the general note. And I think that is what I mean, one has always expressed and on this platform. So the World Bank has only re-echoed the position that some of us has taken before now, that more Nigerians are now finding it difficult, as it were. I mean, these are practical things we get involved in. We are not just talking. Michael, I know you are aware that I'm into water production and sachet water production, as it were. And we know how much we buy materials before now. We know the cost of things now. We know what we have, that what will be left at the end of the day now. So we can relate with these things. I mean, on a day-to-day basis. Not that one is just saying something in the blues. So World Bank, for the presidency to also be denying that position, I think they are only playing to the gallery, maybe for political reasons, thinking that okay, if we admit that these things are not are true, what would be the fate of probably the next election and all that, but which is unnecessary. Nobody is saying you have not done anything. You have taken steps. You have taken, and there's nothing wrong in even reviewing some of your policies. In operations, we do operations review. We look at what we are doing now. Okay, look at some of the things you can take out or bring in some money. There's nothing wrong in all of that.
Are we doing well?
Exactly. Let's assess what we have done so far. Is it moving in the right direction? If it is not, can we look at other things?
Life positively?
There's nothing wrong about that. Rather than living in denial from time to time and keep pushing the narrative that you feel you should push as government, it is not good enough. People are saying what they can relate to, and it is only necessary for any serious government to listen and look at that policy direction again. Are we really on the right track? How can we do things better? There is nothing good that cannot be better. So, as I said, World Bank has simply spoken the mind of an average Nigerian. I think that's the position, Michael.
Well, with the remaining years of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in office, can 139 million people be lifted out of poverty?
I don't see that one coming soon, because Mr. President is not ready to reveal some of his policy. And unfortunately, we have mismanaged for a long time, and we now get it worse this time around. Because all those years that we thought maybe something is flourishing, the naira is stable, we were using what we're supposed to use to build future, to substantiate, to eat it today, to substantiate it today alone, using money to pay subsidy for dollar, pay subsidy for fuel. So what we should use to consolidate our economy and move it forward is what we were consuming at that time. So at this time around, somebody said, no, it cannot be continued like that. Let's stop consuming our future. Let's build and consolidate so that we can move forward. And I think that's what this administration is doing. And across the globe, there's no place where they are doing this kind of review that people will not feel it. It's a sacrifice. People will feel it. But my problem is that people at the realm of power, are they doing it genuinely? Are they ready to take us to where they think they are taking us to? Because at times, some people may have a good starting point, good half intention, but at a particular time, they may be derailed. They may go astray. Enjoyment can make them go astray. They might forget where they are going to. Somebody took a particular nation from a particular point to another point that's supposed to spend them like 40 days. Am I right? Yeah. And they end up spend 40 years. Because of lackadaisical attitude, because of the follower and the leader, they couldn't get it right, and they were stuck in the forest. So that is what I'm afraid of. That these people, I understand what you are trying to do, but are you doing it genuinely? Do you really know what you are doing? If somebody that is not what is doing, you will see it from their own behavior too. You cannot be telling us we should pay sacrifice, and you yourself, you don't pay the same sacrifice. Charity begin at home. You want to tell us to pay sacrifice, but you are planning to increase your own salary now. But your budget for Indomie and everything in the Aso Villa is keep on increasing. You cannot sacrifice any, traveling. Immediately you see any opportunity like this, you are traveling. So I don't see. So it makes me scared that what you are doing, do you really want to do it? Do you know where you are going? That's what I'm afraid of.
All right, away from that, let's quickly look at the INEC. Yeah, INEC issue on ground here. Professor Mahmoud Yakubu has handed over to May Agbamuchi as acting chairman of INEC. And there are reactions to this development in the country. But my own question to you, gentleman Mike, now is that will this change affect the ongoing election reforms and preparation for 2027 elections?
Not at all. I don't see. I don't see it affecting the exit of Mahmoud Yakubu. It's not likely to affect the ongoing preparation either for the by-elections or for the main general election in 2027. The woman in the saddle now, that's the most senior person in INEC as it were, that Mahmoud handed over to. She has always been part of the operation, so she understands where the work stops with Mahmoud, and she can always pick it up from there. So she's not likely to. I'm not too sure if she's likely to be the one that will conduct the 2027 election. She's there in acting capacity as it were now, and there's likelihood of a substantive INEC chairman to also come on board. But generally, it's not likely to affect the preparation that's ongoing for both the by-election and the main general elections.
But Femi, are we ready for a female INEC boss?
Let me be sincere with you. In this country, because this country is like a country
I think
filled
this is
with
the first time we're having a female as acting chairman of INEC.
I think so. Yes. I've not heard any of
Isn't it the first time?
no. It will be the first time. It will be the first time. So when we talk about reform, we first of all look at the body language of present government. Are they ready for any reform that will work against them? The answer is no. To me, to the best of my knowledge, the answer is no. They are not ready to do any reform that will work against them in 2027 because they don't have any other priority now. For 2027, listen to Odiso Kalu and Senwa Kimbaloye yesterday. You will almost laugh when someone asked him that you are deceiving your boss that you are going to deliver Southeast. I like the way both of them, they will enter each other, withdraw and hit again. I like that. I like the gesture. So what we are trying to say is that this present administration will not do any tangible reform that will work against them in 2027 or coming any general election. Instead of that, they will be open the loophole, the lacuna that will make it easier for them. They will want to manipulate every chance they have. They want to use it. Is it judiciary, INEC? You see, judiciary has already opened. Go and check it. The way Tinubu know how to use judiciary, he has started using it. Go to Oyo State. They have reversed the case of NURTW. So Imakide sacked them. Another appeal court, the court case that has been yes for almost 4 years now, they have reversed it that we cannot sack them. He doesn't have power to sack them. You know where the game has started. The game of judiciary, the war of judiciary have started. So this present administration will know every miss that is available. Tinubu will use it to get 2027. So there will be no any important reform under this administration.
All right, away from that, let's move down to the southeastern region. Yeah, and what's all about story about the southeastern region. All right, Sowore challenges Obi Soludo orders to march to Aso Rock for Kanu'S release. In a statement issued on Wednesday evening, Sowore confirmed that he had personally contacted the key figures, asking them to join forces for a unified, peaceful national action, calling for justice and rule of law in Kanu'S case. Former presidential candidates Sowore challenged Labour Party chieftain Peter Obi, Anambra State Governor Charles Soludo, and other notable personalities in the southeast to march to Aso Rock for the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu, Sowore made a call in a post on his official X account on Tuesday, saying that he will set aside his differences with some politicians for one cause. Now, is Sowore fighting for justice or seeking political relevance in this issue?
Well, I cannot say he's fighting for political relevance because he himself, he knows that if he involves himself in politics, He's just playing to the gallery. Nobody will. In Nigeria, political space is not meant for somebody like Sowore to succeed. The day you see Sowore succeed in the kind of politics we are practicing today, that means he has compromised. That is the truth of the matter. That Sowore himself has started to behave like a politician. So I don't see Sowore. So if Sowore is seeking for any political relevancy, now he will not get it, and I think that is not serious. But the kind of call that he made, it's not. He himself know that he cannot be granted. Nobody will answer him to do that, especially with the word march. Yoruba will say "Agbaoke soro bi ewe." It will be very, very undiplomatic of those people he mentioned their name to now started marching, like joining him on the street to be marching. No, I mean myself, if I'm in their shoe, I won't join them to do that. I will rather go honorably. They have access to Mr. President, so they don't need to march. Yeah. So all these governors, all these ministers, if they want to see Mr. President, one-on-one they can. So I think the best response for them is to invite Sowore. That Sowore, we will go to Aso Rock honorably, not like we want to go against it, because we are part of this government.
And of course, Alex Otti said it some time ago. So he has been talking to the president privately on the issue.
Yes, yes. So we can meet Mr. President. So why do we want to do it like we want to march, or we want to protest, or we want to? Have you ever seen a governor that is a serving governor, and still say we want to join people to go and march to Aso to protest? No, they don't need protest. Whatever protest they want to make, they have member. I mean, they have senator in the House of Senate. They have member House of Rep. They can come. They can tell their other fellow colleagues from South that please, this thing we must pressurize Mr. President if there will be solution. So I don't believe in all these people calling them to march. I'm not agree with that.
Do you see it as a child's play?
Absolutely, I agree with what FM said concerning the match that Sowore is calling for. For me, I think he's passionate about Nnamdi Kanu's release. I understand that part, and he's trying to look at whatever pressure that they can put together. Don't forget, this is not the first time he's getting involved in people's issues. Recently, he's still with the retired police officers that have been protesting outside of the National Assembly over their benefits and all of that. So he has always get involved in anything that is about violation of people's rights and all of that. So I think federal governments need to be sensitive at this time. Kanu's matter is very, very sensitive. I believe they have missed it in the area of how he was brought back into the country, and that has stalled the case to a very large extent before the last ruling came again that he should face trial. So it has made us to lose time in terms of back and forth over whether how you brought him back was legal and all of that. So they have wasted time, and as a result, the rights of the individual involved is being trampled upon. And secondly, the health of this man has been a subject of discourse in recent times now, and I think that is critical. Whatever issue you have with him, whatever prosecution that you want to engage in, his right must be protected. He must be alive to be prosecuted. So whatever threatens his life in the area of health must be as speedily looked into. All this committee and subcommittee that they are doing with NMA is for me is wasting a lot of time. They've initially given NMA about 7 or 8 days, if I remember correctly, to assess him and get back to the court. Only for them to get to the court about maybe yesterday, and that report wasn't ready or there. So this waste of time is what is an issue for me. So whatever you want to do, his health is now involved. Do it as fast as possible, so that we quickly sort that why the pressure to either have him released or for a speedy trial is done with as quickly as possible.
All right, thank you so much. All right, we move down to the comment section. Thank you, Mike. I'm saying good morning, Mr. Michael Adekule, and everyone at this tent is watching from Paris. We welcome you to the program this morning. We also have Olawumi Yusuf saying, Mr. Mike Adekule, how are you doing? And family, yeah, he's watching from Indianapolis. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us All right, go on. Abdul is also here. Saying good morning. Welcome to the program. Where is everyone? No comments today. Comments are coming. Yeah, they are preparing. So comments are coming. Don't worry. Even these ones that are here are comments. Okay.
Yes, now.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
this also comments.
All right. Ezenwo is also here. Good, Mr. Michael. Okay, good morning. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. All right, Femi, let's look at the issue of insecurity. I think I have it here. I don't know where the story is. We have the Senate. Yeah. Christian, we discussed this yesterday. We have a report that the Senate summoned Defense Minister, Chief of Army Staff, IGP over insecurity in Kwara South.
The issue of insecurity is not only in Kwara South. The issue of insecurity is a threatening situation. I mean, in this country, almost everywhere in this country. As you see that Kwara situation, it has started to be overflowing. My community was about to be attacked before God rescued us.
Don't you think they are exaggerating this issue?
It's not exaggerating. I have mother at home, and she's the one that is telling me the story that Fulani almost attacked the community. They came with about 300 cattle, and they were chased away. They arrest some of their moles. I told you that he reside in a particular hotel and buy food of 15,000 naira before they said, who are you? Before you call that Robinson, they know that they have been planted. This is how they started. So the issue of insecurity in Nigeria is not exaggerated. We are talking about life here. Insecurity is not something that you will be watching until it gets worse. Very unfortunate when we complain about Kwara the other time. Somebody said the average Kwara people are safe. So we will be watching until the whole Kwara everywhere in totality is plunged into, a danger. We cannot. You have to prepare ground. If to say Nigeria will prepare for this, we prepare and we are protecting ourselves, insecurity will not overwhelm us like this. If you are well secured, almost everywhere is secure, it will not be like this. So what you are doing now is reaction, not proaction. If we have been proacting, okay, we will not find ourselves in this place. So, and the issue of inviting Chief of Army Staff and defense. This is not the first time they have been invited, and I don't know the kind of meeting they are having. Maybe they are just here some couple
what will be the impact of the meeting?
Yes, the meter is the problem.
Are you going to bring any results?
I don't know. So many times they have been invited.
Even marching orders have been given by
so many marching orders. We have been marching TTT. We left March. We are going to December now. Nothing has happened. But based on what I just read yesterday, I think they were trying now. Because what I read yesterday, if it is true, 2 brigades have been moved to that side and they are ransacking the whole area. I pray that it will yield result. God that give them peace in the southern Kaduna and the whole Kaduna can also give them in Kwara.
Testimony. Gentlemen, Mike, can we have any positive result from this meeting?
I hope so. We've been having a lot of meetings, summoning orders, just as FM expressed. The issue is get the job done. That's what we are interested in. All this unnecessary summoning is needless in my view. Let them get to work. We are already late. All these things ought to have been handled. At the point of intelligence, getting the information that these people are there and pick them at that level. You have not done that, they are already attacking. So the time for meeting is not now. It is the time for action. So there's no point that summoning from time to time that we have seen endless summoning that has resulted into nothing. So let them get to work. These people mean business. So Nigeria must also mean business. Technically, the nation is at war, except we are deceiving ourselves. If you look at all the indices of war, a larger percentage of them are already here. So what are we saying? People are living in IDP camp as we speak in their own country. You are at war and you must face it, that treat it as such. Not that we are here going with Babariga and be doing unnecessary meeting. The nation is at war and we must confront it before it engulfs everybody.
Are these service chiefs working? Are they working?
Yeah, let me tell you, even if they are working, their working may be limited. Based on
why not sack them?
I'm coming. They themselves, they may have their own deficiency. But what I'm trying to say is the political will of Mr. President to deal with these people is number one. available fund is number 2. The cooperation of people of the affected area is also number 3. If the people of that area, if they are not cooperate with the federal government and the security something, okay, it may be very difficult, because in a particular community, before they come and strike, they will have a particular mold. They will have somebody will be feeding them, somebody will be selling bread. Okay, why did they asking for, or they are asking ransom for food and water? That means they lack. And if you go and check it very well, somebody will be feeding them, somebody will be buying bread for them, somebody will be taking cigarettes, somebody will be selling, and they will think it's doing business. So until every hand is on the desk, and from the, inner mind of everybody that you want to end this thing. Okay, as we are trying to fight them, somebody came out to solicit for amnesty, unnecessary amnesty. Somebody is coming out and say, why not do the same thing they did for them in the Niger Delta? With the Niger Delta, why can't do it with them? Imagine that kind of excuse. Imagine that kind of a statement. This kind of a statement, so that there are some people that are backing these people. There are some people that are giving them morale. There are some people that say, move on, we have to go. And what is their goal? Part of it is what that grooming command talk about. So it's not about the surface chief alone. It's about the whole nation. Okay, look at it. Irabo now came out and told us that I think he titled that book Scales or something, that it is time to make war against Boko Haram. But why he was a chief of defense staff, he didn't make that suggestion to Mr. President. Did he make that effort? The answer is no, because he will have looked at the body language of Mr. President. If I say we should declare war on Boko Haram and all these insurgents from the north, that means we are declaring war on the north. And now we, Mr. President, if you say something like that to Buhari, you may get fired the second day. That is, I'm very sure.
All right, I move to the comment section again. Oh, should I correct this impression, or I leave it to Femi? That Niger boy says, wow, his village is not safe yet. He's a super fan of Tinubu. Oh, that's not you. You're a super fan of Tinubu.
Well, if you say I'm a fan of Tinubu, you may be right, but that's super. Remove it. It's because in 2023, and it's not that I don't vote. I don't have voters card. But in my own belief, I was asking myself the other time, I just believe that Tinubu will win. I'm just analyzing. People like to attach analyzing something to
2023 election or the next election.
The next election, let me tell you, it's not that I told you that I don't support Tinubu, but because of what I'm seeing on ground, Tinubu, whether I support Tinubu or I don't support Tinubu, how does it matter? I only have one term. As simple as that, and I will thumbprint if I want to turn, even if I support Tinubu or I don't support Tinubu. Well, does it matter? It doesn't matter. I'm saying what I'm seeing on ground. That this Tinubu is too dangerous. That since we have been able to watching, and we end up in the hand of Tinubu, there's nothing we can do. All what I'm saying is in line that Tinubu know all the machinery to use, all the joker is on the table. He know the one to play. We have analyzed it this morning that Atiku, you cannot compare political sagacity of Tinubu with Atiku. Liar is like effort to head, because Tinubu is very, very strategic. He knows where to position himself. He has never contested twice. He contested once.
And he won.
That is strategy. And I like the submission of Mr. Lajide the other time, that if to say Atiku no, and he killed himself in PDP when Jonathan wanted to, but he has never been patient all his life, jumping here and there and there and there until he want to turn to another vampire now. So what are you talking about? I'm analyzing what I'm seeing. You know that I'm a fan of Tinubu.
All right, thank you so much, Femi. I really appreciate gentleman Mike. OJ, you're welcome once more.
Yes, Mr. Mike, you're most welcome. Our global government and our global viewers, you are all welcome. Okay. You are all welcome to this assistant great interview session. Our global analyst, Mr. Nak is here. I'm Mr. Omoyele. I'm saying good morning. You are welcome once again.
I challenge people to come out, join me, and demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu. We're going to be marching to Aso Rock just because of Nnamdi Kanu. This is coming from Sowore. We called likes of Atiku, Obi, Soludo, Alex Otti. But will these guys, will these politicians risk their political image by joining a public march for the release of Nnamdi Kanu?
They are not going to do that, you know. What is the value of Sowore calling for march to release Nnamdi Kanu? The ones we have seen him carried out, what is the effect? It has no effect. That's what we look at, you know, and it does not change the government's perception of what Nnamdi Kanu is going through, whether he's seeking for justice or not. It does not add any, it does not have any value for me. There's no need for that.
There's no need for that.
Yes, and for me, if
Sowore is not fighting for
boss,
justice.
let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Seeking for political relevance?
Mike, let me tell you. I am looking at the angle where, you know, it will just be another fruitless effort.
These are prominent politicians.
But yes, I'm telling you that that's what I'm saying. They can go there and march maybe in a day, and that's the end of it. Can they occupy Aso Rock for as long as Nnamdi Kanu remains in DSA? That is not correct. It can work. It can work. Look at the world president of World Medical Association, the woman from Ghana there, what's her name? Something Stephanie, I can remember her name. The petition is already there. The NFA simply want to manipulate what is already on ground. Why is they still holding Nnamdi Kanu? They will not be able to answer that question. You know, for all these resolutions we are seeing, you can see what transfer we have between Obi, Agwacha, and Abbas, the speaker. He shut him down there for raising such an issue, even though that a lot of letters have gone through several channels within that Aso Rock calling for thorough observation of Nnamdi Kanu's medical care. Nobody listened. We saw Nnamdi Kanu yesterday, and it is obvious he is not healthy. Yes, he's not healthy. Just to create an atmosphere, it's okay if you feel that it's okay, but me, I do not see anything coming out of that. The whole thing lies on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to instruct the Attorney General of the Federation to withdraw the case. As simple as that, everything dies. We might also have to wait for signal before he knows what to do.
Is it as easy as what you just said now?
But what offense was Nnamdi Kanu committed? They are not charging Nnamdi Kanu based on Biafra. They are not charging Nnamdi Kanu based on self-determination. So what is it actually? The charges against Nnamdi Kanu, what is it actually for? It was in this administration that we saw how bandits, thousands of them were riding on their cars with gun, with machine gun, AKs, different types, having a festival with the government. Pure red carpet for them. For 5 years, 2,000, close to 2,000 days in DSS custody. Even when a competent court of jurisdiction has given judgment that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, they should hold him. Whatever happens to Nnamdi Kanu, there's no problem. If he dies there, there's no problem. But the fact still remains that if Nnamdi Kanu die in DSS custody, another Eastern force will emerge. They will continue. Why is he not going to Akwara now to pick up, to look for jihadists everywhere that are killing, stacking communities? How many communities has Nnamdi Kanu started in Nigeria here? How many communities? Nigeria have an Igbo problem, and it is very obvious. Very, very obvious. Imagine a court giving an instruction to ordinary national. They are the one that pick National Medical Association this thing that they should come and do. Jettisoning a report that has gone almost all over the world that was tendered. They said no, this one is not correct. They want to go and manipulate their own. Take the number of days. After how many days? A Nigerian Medical Association cannot be able to present their own kangaroo report again until the presidency decides on how that report will go. And you can see the number of illness that has already been discovered. Then how did they know that Nnamdi Kanu is suffering from social illness? A series of tests have been carried out.
Doctor.
Not the one that samples we were taking outside the country and all that, everything is pointing, but the federal government said no, that one until they bring their own corrupt Nigerian medical this thing to come and present and see that they were not able to do that. Me, I know very clearly, that Omotosho at this point in time is very suspicious.
I'm still coming back to you. It's Sowore's call for a march to Aso Rock, a patriotic one. Don't you see it as an act of patriotism?
Mr. Mike, I'm absolutely supporting what Sowore has said.
By calling the likes of Atiku, Alex Otti, Soludo, Obi to join him.
Sowore absolutely right to call for association to himself. The commission guarantees us freedom of association. He's free to call for people to come and associate with him for a particular cause, as far as the cause is not against the law of the land. Marching to ask for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a call to anarchy. It's not a call to disrupt Nigeria. It's not a call to pull down the country. It's a call of freedom of association of people of like minds. That's what Sowore is talking about. People who feel in the same like mind with him, come and show with me. This is my position. Do you share my position? Do you share my view? Are you on the same page with me? Those who are on the same page with him can come and freely and associate with him and go and and pursue the same cause he believes in. He's calling for people of like minds. So there's nothing wrong in what Sowore has said, but it's not a question of those who he's calling upon. Are they agreeing to his calling, yes or no? Will Alex Otti, will he come out? As he will assent to his request, that's a question now. But for as far as the cause is concerned, because within the right of the law, he has the right to it. Mr. Mike, if I'm not on the same page with you, I won't be here to be discussing on this channel. Yes, because we are on the same page. Yeah, so the call is in order, but the people he has calling, are they on the same page?
It doesn't mean you can discuss here with me. I'm not on the same page with you.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
yes. So he has called for people of like minds.
The channel is not meant for me alone.
Yes. So the call is okay, but the issue is not the other issue is that the Nigerian security state security the Department of State Security Service, you are the detaining agency. Any inmate in your custody, you are responsible to the freedom of that inmate while is your custody, as chances of that inmate while is your custody. It's your responsibility to make sure that the person you are holding in your custody, you take care of his health, his feeding, his welfare. So it's your responsibility to make sure that is taken care of. So I don't really understand why DSS is very difficult to take full charge of Kanu's health. It's a responsibility to make sure if Kanu was to be free, he will take care of his life by himself. The person is on bail to be coming to court to answer his case. He'll be coming from house to answer the case, to answer his case. And whenever he feels sick, he will go to the hospital and treat himself. But now not able to have freedom of movement. So it's within his movement is restricted. So that means it's the responsibility of the DSS to make sure that his health matter is taken care of. Just like feeding, he's not able to go and fight for himself. DSS must take care of him and feed him.
All right, let me go to the comment section. Emmanuel Ogudu says, to him, it seems Sowore is making mockery of Nnamdi Kanu. He's not real, and we know it. Is Sowore not real?
Mike, let me just. I just.
Nnamdi Kanu last week said, "I'm coming." Nnamdi Kanu last week is from, I think it's from the eastern part of the
Yes,
country.
I don't know.
Yeah, he said that the only, use that word, the only prominent Yoruba person that have been calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu is Sowore.
He also opposed him too. He was there.
He opposed him.
Yeah, he was. He was.
He's not the only person.
Yeah, I remember. Yes,
For his release. Why is Emmanuel saying that Sowore is only mocking Nnamdi Kanu? Why?
Mike, let me just tell you very clearly. I listened to Sowore when Sowore visited Nnamdi Kanu in London. You know, after that visit,
During Buhari's era, right?
after that visit, when he came back, he started revolution now. The concept of revolution now started. And if you look at development so far, I do not think there's any medical doctor that can attend to Nnamdi Kanu's illness currently in Nigeria without being flown abroad. Mike, you understand what I'm saying? Currently now, without being flown abroad, or are they going to bring those doctors from abroad to come and treat Nnamdi Kanu? You see, there are things you look at, you know that this thing. For me, my take is, I'm not against what Sowore is trying to do, but I'm looking at, the effect of what he's trying to do. Would we have an end result at the end of the day? It's just for me, you understand? So everything looks so funny for me. You understand? Completely, and I'm just telling you. It looks funny for me because if you look deeply, you know that there is so much surrounding what we are seeing currently now. We don't know who is who, and nobody should be trusted in this case that has to do with Nnamdi Kanu. Before now, governors of Eastern Nigeria have been calling for Nnamdi Kanu to leave. Some of them even said they are in the same table with Bola Ahmed Tinubu negotiating Nnamdi Kanu to leave. I remember the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kanu, coming publicly said he has rounded up everything, that in a matter of space of time, this thing does not happen. This is how many years now? Matching there for me, I don't know. What have to be real? What have to be. See, the movement, the matching is talking about, of what effect is it going to be at the end of the day? Does it change the mind of the APC government to do the needful? Even when it is obvious that somebody is dying in their custody, they are pretending as if that's the way Nigeria is. That is the truth.
All right, Nathan Abu says, mark my words, any day Peter Obi comes out and protests over illegal detention of Kanu, federal government will tag him IPOB leader.
Of course, Reign of Mockery, and they're already there waiting, to see something like that happen. You understand very clearly. They will do that. They will brand everything against Peter Obi. So for me, I don't even want that kind of a thing to happen. Mike, I'm being honest to you. I don't want Sowore to embark on that kind of something for now. You understand? Let us watch and see how Nnamdi Kanu will die in DSS custody. It's as simple as that. We don't need to pretend over it.
Mr. Mike, I don't agree with that. If Obi comes out and protests, Obi has the right of expression of own fundamental rights on many issues now. Mr. Mike, Obi has a fundamental right of expression on every issue he so desire to take up. If he come out and states his position on Nnamdi Kanu's matter, that doesn't tag him as IPOB fanatics or supporter. He's stating his own personal understanding and conviction on that matter. So it's different from tagging as a member. Even the so-called problem Nnamdi Kanu is into now was initiated by it was the government who first of all pronounced IPOB bound before Buhari went to go to secret court order. I follow this now. The first other pronouncement of that bans IPOB was made by Southeast governors. Finally, it didn't go to court, but they came out with all position of the organization, which then gave Buhari legal ground to go to court and seek a court to back it up. So if they have realized their mistake, if they have not realized the mistake they have made before, that's error of human being. Human being can make an error and realize your mistake later. But I'm telling you that if Obi come out and protest against Kanu's detention, it doesn't tag him as IPOB member. If I do that, am I an IPOB member? If I do that, okay, this is what I'm saying now. Doesn't make me an IPOB member. Yeah, if that is granting, if that is bringing up that matter for discussion, does that tag you to be an IPOB member for bringing up Kanu's matter for discussion? For the whole world to be hearing it, does that make you an IPOB member, an IPOB finance? No, it does not make you. So I don't agree with that point that if Obi comes out today and stage a protest against Obi, in support of Kanu release, will not be tagged IPOB member. I don't agree. And I'm that is talking about this now. Am I an IPOB member? I'm not. I'm not an IPOB supporter. No. So anybody can stage his position on any matter you feel like this is your position on this, and doesn't make you to be, you should be tagged as, adherent of. You are talking of human rights matter aspect of that issue. That's what you are staging. That's what we're staging.
All right, Julius Osunde says Nnamdi Kanu should never be released.
Okay. That's
his life not better than army, police, an innocent civilian murdered by Kanu terrorist group. He should never be released.
Okay, that's good. See, Mr. Mike, I don't agree with that man who says so. If Kanu, according to him, if he says Kanu, members, mothers of army, okay, the matter is in court already now. Is that not? The matter is already in court. Let everybody prove his own facts and figure and exhibit that against the matter. And let Omoto show. I'm only appealing to Omoto to remember the days of the take he took out of being a justice of court of high court. Not to take order from anywhere. Let him view all the evidences before him against and for. The officers have finished their own case now. They have said, can you come and answer and defend himself? Let both parties, both sides, defense and accused, let them present their fact and let Omotusho be honest enough. I'm reminding him. I'm saying, I'm telling you. Remember the days you took an oath of office of justice to admit justice to people. That you don't take bribe, you don't listen to anybody. Nobody will give you instruction. You look at the evidences before you and make a honest, sincere pronouncement of justice. If you feel that this case, as you are concerned, with the evidence in my phone, can you read it? Make a pronouncement. You say make honest pronouncement. Since the government did not want to settle politically now, they want it to settle in the law court, in the judicial way. Let you try to give justice, not tainted, not tailored, not manipulated justice. Because that's the issue now.
All right, away from that, we have a new INEC boss in town. That's acting chairman of INEC, May Agbamuche. Yeah. What are you expecting from her?
Mr. Mike, the system that is here cannot be. I don't have any confidence in that system. I'm telling you. Both the man who left and the person who's taking over. In the same system now, what has changed? It's not the same person that's there. The head has left. The most senior is not taking over in acting capacity. What you are talking about is total change of the system that will make our vote to be counted. That's why when we count, when we vote, we confident that the votes we have voted will count. But so I don't have any confidence in the so-called acting. I don't because it was appointed by president now. We will appoint people that will work against him into an office. They are appointed by the president of former president Buhari, APC government, and the same government is still in place now. So I have no confidence in them until the appointment process of any officials is not from the executive arm. That's why I need to have confidence. But all these people that are there presently, they are appointed of the executive of former president Buhari of APC government. So I have no confidence in them. I'm not expecting anything new, different.
All right, sir. Oh yes, with the appointment of May Agbamuche, restore public trust in the electoral body or deep suspicion.
The electoral body does not have problem, but it has been turned to rigging institutions, just like judiciary. This is the worst institutions in the history of Nigeria, and these are the institutions. These two institutions have destroyed democracy in Nigeria. INEC and judiciary, and that is what Nnamdi Kanu is still facing today. Remember that Buhari claimed that he's not going to release Nnamdi Kanu, let him go to court and face court trial. And he went to court and he defeated Nigeria in their own court, but still he was not granted bail. What this appointment we are seeing, whether wherever you come from, my brother, I can tell you clearly, they are rigging institutions, they are manipulating institutions. They are not as independent as they claim.
This is a female INEC boss.
Boss, that is what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Are we not having a woman now who is the Attorney General, the Chief Justice of the Federation? What has she done? As a woman are even the worst. We don't need them. We don't want them. Because they cannot stand and defend whatever they are doing unless that person is totally God-fearing.
Is a woman.
I said I'm telling you, unless that person is totally God-fearing. Look at Okonjo Iweala. Is she not symbolic? Both outlook and everything.
Look
at her. Is she not symbolic? Unless she is God-fearing. Yeah, you are mentioning Bianca Ojukwu. I don't have problem with Bianca Ojukwu. I'm talking about women. See, when I say something, you need to look at the statistics. When something is common and when something is not common.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? This is a government that have legalized prostitution in Nigeria. What are we going to expect from him? Nothing. Whether he appoints anything.
How did the government legalize prostitution in Nigeria?
When you say they should pay tax, what does that mean? Mike, when you say this, they should pay tax, what does it mean? What does it mean? See, Mike, this is a media platform. And one of the reasons we have this platform is to break the deals of this conventional media that have become a threat to Nigerians. That's why we are here. We are not under AC. We are not crossing leg. We no tea on the table. We don't even drink water to tell you how serious we are. And we must take this thing serious. No go area. No say this one like Jonathan. Don't go this side. No. So if you look at whether woman, INEC chairman, or whether boss, these two institutions, the problem is not the institution. The problem is those who are heading the institutions. Are there reforms? Are there laws? Are there policies that they must stick on? Just like what Adobeshawa is talking about. Let them give us a guideline what they must do. They fail to them, we'll tie their neck. That's the only way to checkmate this rubbish they are throwing at us at every time. Let them bring out the guideline. Okay, A, this is what we do. A, B, this is what we do. B. Then, I hope they will arrest Yakubu Mahmoud. Because he lied to Nigerians. But I know they're not going to arrest him. Whether he has escaped. They're supposed to pick him immediately to the court. Nobody will obey the court because an Hausa man. You can't arrest an Hausa man in Nigeria. I tell it. I was listening to Jonathan when Buhari said the blood of Babu or whatever is going to flow. Jonathan was laughing. That's why I don't like this Jonathan. See this Jonathan. I don't like him at all. He was smiling. Somebody was threatening your government in your face. He said you don't want to go there because they not to revolt against you. They revolt against you. Whether you go there or you don't go there, you lost the election. Yes. And they say they betrayed you. Because you are not decisive. Then you are coming again to manipulate. They are trying to use you now to scatter Igbo interest politically. You are still smiling. The same smile. Well, I watched it. I was in Asaba. When they came into that INEC, so he was trying to go and meet Buhari, move his hand. It's a serious business. He was laughing up and down. What is it? What are you laughing? Look at where we find ourselves now.
Mr. Mike, I told you that what I'm agreeing with Mr. Oye concerning Jonathan. It's a weakling as far as I'm concerned. Jonathan is a weakling and he's coming to he's so susceptible to be a vessel, a cheap tool in the hand of people who want to use it for his selfish political interest. That man is not anyway. Let's look at him anyway. He's not my own choice anyway. I don't want a weakling, someone who cannot hold a gun. And the same thing I'm seeing in the life of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu now, as far as security issues concerned. Last when I was here on Tuesday, I told you Tinubu himself is behaving now like like Jonathan, a weakling. And in terms of security, we know that as responsible for insecurity in Nigeria. Is it Igbo that's killing people in the north? Is it Yoruba that's killing people in the north? It's not Yoruba, it's not Igbo that's killing people in the north. It's not Yoruba that's killing people in the east. Is it Igbo that's killing us in the south? Like, no! It's not Igbo that's killing, but it's killing all across the country. This is Fulani herdsmen. That's killing everybody in the whole community. Governor of Plateau State, when Tinubu went to Plateau State, he told him, Mr. President, he tried the Flanders to kill us. They are from other part of the African countries. Not that, okay, how can funny Fulani come to Nigeria without a kind of somebody that will show them they are here? Okay, and I said Tinubu should be there enough to dare the Fulani community in Nigeria. Your job has been responsible. That is what we are doing for insecurity in Nigeria. Dare them, confront them. He has no political to do this. He's so weak. He's playing live on Nigeria with politics. If Mr. Mike, during the Obasanjo regime, when there was allegation that OPC was causing crisis in the country, causing insecurity, what the Obasanjo do as Obama to Ghanaian Adams, OPC leader, they arrested him and charged him to court and give order to IG or police that shoot police at sight. I'm causing what happened during Obasanjo government. Obasanjo Yoruba man, OPC is Yoruba president now. Ghanaian Adams Yoruba man is Yoruba president, leader of Yoruba OPC that time. This is the action to Obasanjo took against Yoruba organization called OPC against Yoruba interest of the Yoruba ethnic stuff. But Buhari in his own case, he gave a soft planning to Fulani name, wanting to impose them, change the demography of Nigerian community by imposing Fulani on every community, setting them in the name of Ruga. Thank God he failed. Now they consider a security into every indigenous land of Nigeria. They are not killing. It's not Yoruba that's killing in East. It's not even that's killing us in Yoruba land. We don't start is killing every tribe in Plano in every year. This is Fulani husband. Dare them, call them together, tell them to their faces. They are the one considering the security in Nigeria. You couldn't do that. So that's the problem with that kind of problem we have with the president.
I think there is a move on that.
There's no move, Mr. Mike. I don't think there's a move.
Senate has summoned the service chiefs.
Mr. Mike, what are you talking about? We are investing. How many summer will you be as to be having? How many times President has summoned IG?
Why are you laughing?
Mr. Mike, how many times President has IG?
Summoned some of our
money. How many times
move to end?
It's not a move. It's a decisive move. How many times President Tinubu has summoned? He was in Plateau State himself. He looked at the Plateau State. Governor of Plateau State told him, Mr. President, the governor of Benue State and Otti, the thief, the head of the thief, told him this is not a header farmers clashes. This is a conquest agenda. This is a total agenda to conquer the whole country and not the whole land. He was told to say this. Government Plateau told him this is the nature of what is happening. If Fulani men killing us across the country, they are from foreign countries. People couldn't do that. He was so timid. That's because like Jonathan. That's it. So I don't see if I were to be president, I would dare Fulani community in Nigeria. I would dare them. After I'm saying you choose your tribe is one of the most in Nigeria. It's not Igbo that's killing Yoruba in the Yoruba land. It's not Yoruba that's killing Igbo in.
Are you looking at? Aren't you looking at the negative?
No, there's no negativity. We call a spade, Mr. Mike. We call a spade. If Yoruba, I told you what happened during the Obasanjo regime when Obi was alleged to be constituting security users. Obasanjo arrested Ghanaian Adams and locked him up and charged him to court and gave order to IG or police shoot Obi's aside. So that's Yoruba man.
Summoning them or sacking them, which one would be solution to the issue of security? Service keys.
Well, they have sacked many. They have put whatever, both kinetic and non-kinetic approach. You know, the use of carrot, whatever they like, you know. They have done all that. It's not working.
Nothing is working.
Summoning service chiefs they are still going to repeat, what they have been sitting together for, drink their tea and carry their files and go back to their office and call one or two people and later continue. Mike, I said it here that when you were asking solutions to this, what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is engaging on now, currently now, cannot bring solution to the issue of insecurity.
Udeze Chima says, Mike, now someone will go chop. Now action we need. Action is needed at this point in time. All right, Nam says insecurity is local. The people of the land are the ones doing the evil. Stop blaming Fulani herdsmen. Stop making them the bogeymen. Okay. All right, we move down to also being where Igbos are not your failure. Yoruba Runus and Hausa Fulani. Tinubu only has confidence for irrelevant things, says GOA. Tinubu is a failure. He can't do a jack. Even in the next 100 years, says Udeze Chima. And I'm saying defending Tinubu here, saying Tinubu is defeating terrorists. He has already defeated IPOB.
Yes, Mike, I think he's correct. If you have said that. I think the person that responds. Yes, Atnam. I think he's correct. Yes, I think he's very. Calm down. Okay. I think he's very, very correct. Because the most popular organization currently that Tinubu, at his age and knowledge, can remember is only IPOB and ESN. That's the only thing he knows in Nigeria. He doesn't know like Ruwa, but what they call it. Not IPOB, no. And that's what he's saying, That's saying a lot of signal about the capacity of the demand over the issue on ground. But let me tell you, even those people who if he said he has defeated IPOB, I'm an IPOB person. Yes, I am an IPOB person.
Are you a terrorist?
I don't know what you mean by terrorism. What the law says. And that is why I am telling you, Mike, if you look at all the charges against Nnamdi Kanu, you will not see anything that has to do with self-determination. Can Mrs. Atinam go and fact check? Go and fact check what the United Nations Charter said, which ECOWAS, AU, Nigeria is secretary. You look at it very well in that section. He said indigenous people. That's why what we are doing here. I am an IPOB person, and everybody in that region is an IPOB person. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to go back to the terrorists to seek their votes in 2027. I'll rest my case.
All right, Rest of God says if Jesus becomes president today in Nigeria, Chinedu will complain.
Well, let me tell you, it's not a matter of complaint. I've tried to say it. I've tried to say things differently here. My brother, let me tell you, the orientation you have is not the same orientation I have. Where I'm coming from is not where you are coming from. Somebody changed my orientation. I am very 100% grateful to him. 24 hours every day of my life. Chief, the late Chief Gary hired me. When I came to Lagos as a small boy with my uncle, the late Emeka Omeruo, you can know his name or whatever, you can know his name or whatever. I had the privilege, of meeting Gani Adams, and man, I keep on repeating it. That thing at that age, as small as I was, is sticking to my brain. He said, as long as we continue to see children carrying granite that is not
walking on the streets,
500 naira, walking from here to Ojoloba, that Nigeria is not working, and that is where I stand my ground.
All right, thank you so much. I quickly move down to Nnamdi Kanu. This morning, that's OJ. Olajide, hope you know that Kwara is gone and gone forever. He goes on by saying Kwara can never be reclaimed back from Fulani. That's my happiness. Goodbye, Kwara. Afonja is crying.
He doesn't do anything. He don't know to nothing. He's not morality. From what mentality is talking about? Because you know, it's a regular customer I engage now. I talk with people who have intellectual understanding. If power is gone forever, see, what does that depict? Does that depict any sensible conclusion? Intellectual discussion? It doesn't. Ilorin is a town in Kwara State, and Okwede is just a community in one of the local government. Out of how many communities in Kwara State? So he's a man that he doesn't, when he come and play to the gallery, he doesn't contribute intellectually to discussion. So as I've been overrun Kwara State, you know, they are also in the east. Where I don't know where he is from. You know they are also in Igbo land, attacking them in Igbo land. You know that? So it's like Kwara is gone forever. That he doesn't know anything. You ignore him when you see him coming. He doesn't contribute obviously intellectually to discussion. Right. He's a man that plays with gallery. He's a comedian.
Thank you so much. Oh, yes, sir. All right, thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, our esteemed global audience, for having kept faith up to this moment with this great platform since this time. And I say good morning to you all.
Yeah, good morning, esteemed viewers, and good morning, Mike. Good to be with you again this morning. Yeah, thank you very much.
If Sowore leads the protests, I'm talking about protests for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and these politicians refuse to join in, don't you think this will expose or reveal political hypocrisy in Nigeria?
You see, hypocrisy has always been painted in so many colors in this country. And to a point that the Nigerian climate or Nigerian space is suffused with all forms of immunities and silliness. Because when you look at it, you don't even know who is even fighting a genuine cause. Because everybody tries to appropriate some kind of value to himself, all in the name of championing a cause, a good cause. At the end of the day, they will not balk. Then, if Sowore is doing that, though he can so do under the constitution, because that is a fundamental human right to lead a cause. If everybody that believes in that perspective of his, they can equally join. But to me, I've said it on this platform severally that even though there are some aspects of Sowore that I align with, there are many aspects of Sowore that I don't align with, because I believe to some extent is seeking more than relevance. That's just my own take.
What's your take on it? Seeking relevance or fighting for justice?
I would say Sowore is passing indirect messages. Indirect message this time around to the state actors of the Southeast, that you guys, you are there, you are after politics, you are after this. Let every one of you, let us join hands so that you can release your son that is in that is other castrations now. I can tell you, these people, Sowore was just making, a kind of awake to all these politicians in the Southeast. I think I don't really go against his agenda of calling them out so that they can have a match. At least it can be 2 million match, it can be 3 million match. It can be yes. So where are they? Let them come out and respond to his. But likewise, there's a movement already for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. They are just taking time and looking at the issues he has on ground, and they will be deliberating on it one by one. And it has to be a political solution. Political problem has to come with a political solution. And with a political solution, it has to take some time, because it took a lot of time for Nnamdi Kanu to perpetrate his offenses. So I think you can't tell me that Nnamdi Kanu is really a saint as it is on this trials that is going through now. It's not a saint, likewise. But in our palace adage, they said, just pardon the child and tell him to see no more. So that's what I'm expecting from the government now. They should release the guy, let the guy go home, and he has learned his lesson. So I think the president will be dwelling on that, because there's been messages, there's been pardon, there's been people from the southeast that have been calling out the president, that are friends of the president, that say, okay, bring on political solution for Nnamdi Kanu to be released, and I think it will be released any moment.
Apule, would you support a government that plunged about 150 million Nigerians into poverty in 2023? The president got to the office in 2023, and according to World Bank reports, about 150 million Nigerians were in poverty as of then. And this is 2025. It has moved from 115 million to 139 million. Now, will you continue to support a government that plunged Nigerians into this kind of
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mike. If you have been following up economic agenda of the World Bank, of the IMF, you know that they always want to take African country as a stooge, as a economical stooge, and it's where they want to direct you. You must follow.
But you once supported World Bank on Tinubu's policy.
On his policy, yes. Why did they not retract? Because they retracted because he has said his homegrown policy now is what is going on now. Homegrown policy. And they can even give a damn with World Bank as it is. And I can tell you what, the World Bank will want to attract Africans. And this is only happening to Africans, because they will take them as stooge, and you will start getting loans that you will never be able to pay back. And I can tell you, it's been a while that they've been dancing around with us. And that's why I commended Sanusi that the 80% of the president policy, monetary policy, and economic policy is in line with him. And for Sanusi, Sanusi is a very serious critic. He doesn't mind who you are. And he came out and he said the 80% of the presidency. And what are we saying? We are talking of homegrown policy. When you're looking at IMF, what's it called, and their agents, I mean, they are there to demolish the African economy. And I can tell you how many African country has grown through the World Bank. How many African countries have grown to IMF, International Monetary Funds. So what are we now saying? So the president now has detached itself from this money bags actors, and I can tell you heartedly, we are good to go with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reform. Everybody has to have the pain, have to be part of the pain. Like me too, I'm feeling the pains. But Mike, 5 mouths, I'm feeding 5 mouths now, and I always gag any wasteful as it is. I always gag any wasteful, because this is not no more economic jamboree any longer. We have to sit tight and face the brunt of this economy mishap we found ourselves, because nobody, the IMF, they were there when Nigeria has all what it takes, has all the resources, but we could not do what? We could not progress with all the resources. Pardon me to say this, Nigeria will have been a car hub, a what's it called, a car manufacturing hub. The consultative the senator that has been coming, I could remember that it was only Ben Bruce that cried out loud, let us patronize the other guy providing car in the southeast there. Innocent. Let us patronize Innocent. Let us patronize Innocent car. That will bring a lot of economy advantage into our country. Now all of them, they avoided Imo, they avoided the Innocent car. They went on buying Jeep, buying this, buying that. Can you grow economy with that level? We are just consuming nation. We are not productive nation. And the IMF and World Bank, they want people they can put into debt so that they will be their slave for life. I think that's my stake.
Mr. Peter, if about 150 million people were, according to World Bank, were impoverished in 2023. And in 2025, we are having about 109 million of Nigerians living in poverty. Should Nigerians allow such governments remain in power beyond 2027?
You see, I am of the firm belief that government is a continuum. And if anybody is coming to the saddle of government, I think he or she knows what he's going there to do. A situation whereby what you met, you could not better it. I don't see any reason for you to come back again. It's a common, realistic view. My perspective, though, you might not agree with my perspective, but that is a reasonable or a clinical way of believing and doing things. But when you now look at the entire organism, even though we cannot continue to blame the World Bank and other financial institutions for our woes, I think it's just a failure of leadership. We have not gotten it right. And the template that we are currently using is a borrowed template. It was fostered on us by all these colonialists and the world powers. I don't know, because for crying out loud, we have human resources here. People that have been tested globally and that can still hold their head in the international community. I can continue to mention names. Even take, for instance, the case of insecurity that we are battling with. We have a Nigerian in America now. Osato is his name. From Edo State, who has about 4 master's degrees and 7 PhD. And he's also been tagged as a drone builder. And you know what drone is all about in security architecture. If such a people can be courted for a serious government that really know what, I mean, that is what is sought, should know how to cut all these technocrats back home to come and help in nation building. And that is why we begin to say, okay, yes, we have a government in place that is ready to do the needful. A situation where an absence of that, it shows that we are just moving in circle. There is no animation, there is no direction. We are just stuck on the same spot. And it's a sad commentary on our nation that is embedded with highly resourceful human resources, highly resourceful technical, cut across the entire universe of the world. I think because I'm beginning to align with a dictum laid by the late sage, Chief Obi. He said, and I quote, he said, a nation where the ants eat of the tiger is not fit for human habitation. I make every allusion to that.
I have to disagree with my brother that the diaspora Nigerians are not coming in to help out the Ogunlesi of this world that owns Gatwick. I was in town not too long, and he has Ogunlesi of this world, Ogunlesi of this world. Yeah, he was in town, and he has a very robust, agreement with the presidency, for them to move Nigeria forward. So what my brother said that the diasporas are not interested in coming to Nigeria, or they've not invited them. The presidency is doing all it can do now to embrace people that are knowledgeable, the diaspora that are really, that are functioning, doing well in that nations there, to come over and support Nigeria and to build Nigeria. Ogunlesi come for, and man, when you're talking of investment, is the king of investment, and you can't count him out globally as king of investors. So I can say the president is trying his best, and that is why he wants an homegrown economy that we can embark on and that can sustain till the eternity.
Even
so
is about to be refineries.
Yeah, you like all those things are on the board. So what are we now saying? You see, what we found ourselves now, India once found themselves like that, and I can tell you, since 1983 or 82, I've been hearing austerity measure in Nigeria. My brother, you can align with it I think you are older than me. Since then, we've been hearing Operation Feed the Nation, So you know, it's I don't know whether it's
That's
a
why
spell.
the number of people living in poverty rose from 115 to 139.
It has to, because we are not.
139.
It has to, my brother.
How many millions of
It
Nigerians?
has to, because we are not.
It has to.
Yeah, let me learn, my brother. Sorry to say, it has to, because we are not productive nations, and any non-productive nations that wants to just be living on handouts. I mean, it's meant to do. It's meant for doom. And I can. Why are you not productive? Then you now ask yourself, why is Jalkuta still really not working? Why? No, just stay off, please. You are going to distract me. You are going to distract me. Please, tell all this guy hot.
Can I make
Hold on.
you see, Kule made mention of Ogunlesi. Ogunlesi is just a figment of the entire human resource that we have globally. If you now say Ogunlesi is coming here to come and be here, it's a discussion. It has not been there. And you see, when I can have a discussion with you and not coming out to do what we discussed. And I want to come again to say that we all know what is happening to Dangote refinery. And when Dangote wanted to build that refinery, we all knew what the kind of engagement he had with the state actors. And then he was giving all the latitude that, come and build this thing, we'll give you a kind of a template that will make you, an enabling template. And we equally knew what transpired along the line when the takeoff date kept changing from a particular time to another time. And I don't know why, if your own person, an individual person, wants to hate and come and hide to the economic value of the nation and is facing all these bureaucratic bottlenecks, would you not expect somebody who lives in the diaspora to always come because everybody's we now live in a global village. Everybody's monitoring what is happening in every part of the world. There's no how you can shut anybody, you can shut any aspect of reality out from the public view. Because when you say Ogunlesi has come to Nigeria, is Ogunlesi the only person? What of Sosato? We have security challenges, and there is no how. And security challenges to run among the A program of any government, because where there is tranquility and there is tranquility, there is sanity, then investment will try.
Okay.
A situation where, excuse me, sir, a situation will not point at only one single person that just had an engagement as a yardstick of a government doing something. Is this government just being awakened to the reality on ground? Because if government is a continuum, I think those values need to be built upon that has been built upon by successive government need to carry on instead of diverting. And that is my take.
See, my brother, one good bird you have at hand is better than hundreds on the sky. And I can tell you, this same Ogunlesi, the Agro Ally Airport in what is it called? As the chairman of the Agro Allied Airport, just to nurture that airport then, and is I can tell you wholeheartedly, Ogun State is going to be hub of investment any moment from now. I think you either take a trip down to Ogun State and see the new face of Ogun State, and these are the brain of Ogunlesi. And when we have much of them like that, I think it will be a benefit to the country. But you remember, likewise, we have the likes, one of them like that came under Jonathan time, and I can tell you what happened to the man, the harsh welcome, the harsh what's it called, the reception they gave to that man made him not to even think of coming to Nigeria again. That was under Jonathan government, and that was under Stella Odua, when he was the minister for aviation. So a lot of our state actors with their long throats that they want, when they see investors, they believe the investors is coming to take over their job, to take over their seat, to take over their position. So I think we should draw away from that. We need to be calling in our investors that are diasporas, so that we can be able to get things right. And I see that in Ogolese, the man is doing well for Nigeria as it is.
Is there anything we should expect from this government in 2027 and beyond? In 2023, Nigerians living in poverty rose from 115 million to 139 million in 2025. Is there anything we should expect from such a government? If re-elected,
we are experiencing more hardship, more suffering. Even the percentage of the Nigeria living poor is even much than that. Let's assume Nigeria population is 300 million, for instance. That means 250 million Nigerian people are living in abject poverty. There's nothing like middle class, lower class, or upper class anymore.
Is that you are rich or poor?
Is that you are rich or poor? You just have to be in one place. And everything happened all throughout this time by this administration, even before since Buhari took over, and the likes of them. And we should not shy away from the truth. There is nothing you want to use to measure or compare that. We don't need to deceive ourselves. They say if Saturday will be better, if Sunday will be better, we will know from Saturday. So if the policy will do us for this, I'm sure is ready to work. We will have been feeling the signs and goodness like this as we speak. We won't still be expressing inflation and the likes of them. So the high price, insecurity, and everything is very, very outrageous. And there's not even job anymore. And when you tell me, oh, there is job, fine, where are the jobs? What is the definition of job? The definition of job is a graduate working, collecting salary of less than 150,000 naira. That is transportation is like a 40,000 naira out of the 150,000 naira. The money for feeding is not even there anymore. Not talk of paying your rent also.
Yeah, it's far behind what is going on.
So where is not the job where all the companies we have in Nigeria are of the country? Who told you I'm a Gen Z?
You're Gen Z. Let me tell you, you're Gen Z. They've even moved from Gen Z to Gen Z.
This is not the time for politics and so. Name how many companies we see have in Nigeria. Because if there are enough companies,
ones are creating jobs for themselves, you still want
they won't be going there to say they are looking for investors with a entourage of like 20 or 30. You are looking for investors where there's no light. You are looking for investors where there's insecurity.
Is that
if investors should come,
is it the president that created all those?
Who created? What is the work of the president when you are not in control?
I know your mistake.
Under the power of the president. Let me speak.
That's what I was
sorry.
Okay. The military force and all the paramilitary and so on is under the the governor of Mr. President. Although they have this independent right to operate on their own. And being as a security measure, any form of threat before it gets to the Nigerian people or before it's been established, it should be dictated by them. And if some cases happens that there's no reason, fine. Their proactiveness in taking back the stabilizing the whole state, the security should be done. Severally over the years in the administration, we have been expressing different reports of Nigerian military personnel escaping from the force. Why? Because some of them say that when they complain about this, they will torture them, throw them in guard room, and lies of them. Some of them are even in guard room as we speak for no reason, for saying that what is going on? I think this point that you are just sending us to the lions den. I think there is something up before you know. Lock them up. A lot we have witnessed that. And because nobody is saying anything. And how long do we keep playing with the lives of the Nigerian people? Or because of politics? And tell me one thing that is working. It's a country where the judiciary system is not working fine. When someone come out to say the country is not working, the person is actually right. Because the country where there is no foundation, there is no rule of law, there is no constitution, you can't put out the country. That is not working. So anything can happen to you now. One person can just say you go there because he has one influence or so, and there won't be any justice. Imagine what happens to Fela Drotoye. He's not someone that is a place that we have. Just go. You know how many people, Nigerian people, and are still good as we speak today. I saw a video of those in correctional centers. Look at the food they are being given as if it's a poison that you are giving animals.
even the budget for dogs and so is even more expensive than the human that are there. And all those things are not. If you are a president, before you come into power, definitely you will have done your research and look at which are the areas I want to tackle. You know, when you are normal citizen, you have any position, you have aspiration. By now, like myself now, if I have aspiration, definitely I've been like having a note of some things, but things that are not working fine. What if I'm this tomorrow? How will I go by doing things and this and that? So every normal person should know. And if it's not working, as a president, you have years. People will come out to give you information. This is what is happening here, and this person did this. And Nigerian people are complaining about one person, one minister, or this or that. That alone is not for you to call, hey minister, let's summon this person. You are not doing your job. Get away. We have thousands of vibrant, competent Nigerian youth in Nigeria that can do far better. But you have turned the political system and the country to a family store where you wine and dine is your own. You don't care enough, you enrich yourself. And what is the importance of the money you have that you are keeping in an account for your grandchildren, your great grandchildren that are coming? Than investing the money. But when you invest a certain money, you create job opportunities. It's there for life. You keep on reaping. So if you are thinking that someone like Ogulisi will come here and come and when it's not stupid, with the level of insecurity going on in Nigeria and what those foreign investors face in coming to Nigeria to come and invest. You can see a video of one woman in Abuja that she was crying that over hundreds of millions investment that she bought in Abuja. We can demolish it and everything without no front notice also, because you have actually checked the town plan. Okay, this land is safe. It's by someone. The purchase that follow all due process. You work in the United States, which Canada has come from for many decades, more than decades. And she's here to appoint to say, they said they should come and invest too. Now she's here. All what she could get by Nigerian government is demolition of hundreds of millions of property investments. So, and several cases like that.
All right, I'm still coming back to you. Lucky, you're welcome to the program.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning.
Quickly look at this report by World Bank. Nigerians living in poverty rose from 115 million to 139 million in 2025. In 2023, it was 115 million. Now, as we speak, is 139 million. Some Nigerians are expecting the president to come back in 2027.
Akoko, that is far lie. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, my brother. I think you are here. You are hearing. Are you seeing
me? But me, I'm not a critic.
You see, the right is hold on,
yeah.
Hold on, come here.
It's World Bank.
World Bank.
Yeah, we dwell on.
World Bank.
You want
who
to
led us
to World Bank?
World Bank. Who led us for this mess? World Bank. Who your brother take advice from? Today they are telling him, not you, not even.
My brother is not taking advice from World Bank.
Then Tinubu last speech was celebrated, and Nigeria is coming up from Edirado. That's what.
Definitely. We are coming out.
But today, World Bank is telling him 139 million Nigeria are dying. Oku.
They didn't tell you that, you know.
Kule, are you hearing?
Living in poverty.
Why you will always you want them to be dying? You know what? You want people to be dying? Why so wicked? You see your high, but you go to wicked man. They are the die. Who they die? Your family is not saying how they die. Calm down.
Okay. Secondly, I was saying something yesterday concerning. Hold on. Secondly, I was saying something yesterday concerning road. Kule, did you see the number who died for just 9 months?
Which month?
Expressway.
Expressway.
Bad road.
Which bad road?
You had yesterday.
Which bad road?
Okay, good. Now let me be pointing it out for you.
You are the liar. Now,
is the one telling liar? Is the one telling lies?
Yeah, you say Ibadan.
Did you hear what they said? The figure.
Which figure?
How many thousand died?
Your own figure. Your own fake figure. Your own fake figure.
I give you an example.
I know you very well. Your own fake figure. Bring your figure.
I just came this morning.
Bring your figure out.
You are fake. What is the meaning of rogueness? Rogueness. Hold on. Kule, what is the meaning of rogueness? Where you see VIO, Marty Road. Where you see road safety, Marty Road. What are they doing? Corruption.
Corruption.
Road is bad.
Are you not
You can't fly road.
Are you not
corrupt? What bank is telling you? Telling to the people.
Are you not corrupt?
I'm expecting.
Are you not a corrupt element?
I'm expecting.
You know what you did the other time?
They say one bank is telling lies. One bank you're in place. One bank that's
we don't want to be slave to one bank and IMF again.
You see
economic slave. Right. Economic slave. They will force you because they are global. They are global bank. They are world bank. That's why they call them world bank. And what they will do is they will entice you with loan. They will not turn you to steal. And you are tired of World Bank. You know many.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Is Russia dealing with World Bank? Is Russia dealing with World Bank? Is Chinese are they dealing with World Bank? Hold on. They rescue them. We fulfill the trap. I'm telling you. The most active nations now, they are not dealing with World Bank any longer.
Okay, hold on.
Wake up from your slumber. Wake up. And when you are doing that, there must be a lot of hardship, a big hardship, but we will get over it.
Are you sure?
We will get over it.
Are you sure? Kule, are you sure? Your head is getting white every day. When PDP was there, you were okay. Today you are dying. You are dying. Say the truth. Say the truth.
Police wey dem train you, police barrack wey dem train you. So I don't need to talk to you. Are you yourself? What you dey go that route? What job are you doing?
Who really?
Sammy, do you have a job?
Kule,
you have a job?
I don't have a job.
You don't have?
I don't have a job. I'm telling you, your brother has messed up his country.
I'm one mama. You know, really, I mean, I'm really well placed than you.
Are you here, Kule? When we do debate, you say you have a certificate. I brought all my certificate.
You don't pick anyone where is the sap. Me I go stood solo.
You pick anyone.
You where I say yeah.
I brought club. You
know your job. I can't stand with you. I can't stand with you. I mock you that day because you want to carry certificate of bar where you work.
Okay, did you pick your
bar where is the sap?
Did you pick anyone?
I can't stood solo. I just look at it.
Did you pick anyone?
I'm not your mate. I'm not your mate. I'm above than you. Come on. I reason beyond you.
Anyway,
I reason beyond the way you think. I reason beyond what you think. Police speaking. You are not well trained. You are not well trained. Every problem. I am not surprised. I know him.
I am not surprised.
You not know
I'm not surprised that you are making noise. Thank God it's not Obi who wrote this news. I thank God said to me. Thank God showed me. What back? If you don't people are dying.
You get shame with all you said about this.
I need to end the program.
That's why
so much you need to appreciate Mrs. Tina this morning. I know, please, decorum. You need to appreciate Mrs. Tina this morning for great support. I think you're also one of the beneficiaries.
Oh, thank you.
God bless you. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, so now we want to say a big thank you to you for always supporting everyone. Yeah, City Stand, on behalf of City Stand and everyone, we say a very, very big thank you to you. Thank you very much for always being there. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mrs. Tina. God bless you. I thank God I'm one of the beneficiaries today. I'm hearing you. God bless you. Thank you. Today is very hot. I am challenging Kule, okay, completor. Bring Kule one day so that both of us can challenge ourselves and say the truth. People are dying. We need to say the truth. I don't know why.
I think
bring Kule before me.
It is actually not all states that is actually experiencing this, but you know, a injustice for one is injustice for all. If you want foreign investors to actually come, I think the requirements are all what they should go to the institution that, you know, they need to also, and the delicacy they need to be made public. You understand? So and those foreign investors will know what to come with, because this is their country. Importation of goods is very, very, you know, difficult for someone to do. Importation at the custom this thing, we facing a lot of stuff. But no problem, shall we continue tomorrow?
Thank you so much, Simon. I really appreciate your contribution. All right, Nnamdi Kanu, I saw your messages on the platform. Yeah, and I don't want to go into that. Yeah, I don't want to go into that. If you have to talk about what you mentioned there in the comment section, it will affect some persons. Yeah, and I must put it to you that only has been trying in terms of dressing. Yeah, has been trying. You know, so I don't want to go. I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into that. All right. Thank you so much for your contributions. We appreciate all of you, and I'm sure you enjoyed today's program. All right, GOA, I appreciate your contribution. Nnamdi Kanu, thank you. And Nam, Eyimare, we say thank you to you for joining us, Augustine, every morning. Thank you. There's a Chima. We appreciate your contribution. Yeah, also Obinwa also joined us this morning. So thank you. So Tanimola Joseph also joined us. We appreciate you. Andrew Kujimi, the palace of the palace. King Henry, merciful God, we appreciate. Gladys Oyabo, David Okafor. We say thank you to all of you, all of you, all of you. Please, if you're watching the program for the first time, try to subscribe to the channel. Very, very important. Subscribe to the channel. Also like, very important to like and share. Tell people what is going on at the stand. Sunshine 24/7. Thank you also for joining us. We'll be back here with more interesting stories tomorrow. Please have a great day. Goodbye.
So you wait on the say and you will take lion share, and there's no this one and they're not going to leave the same place. That one no what I see. Anybody apart from that, that's how any 50 million. Because I don't say if something happens tomorrow, the only person if you wrong to follow for your work, you live and the first wife. A lot of them must go This is what I'm talking about.